Crafters, it's Christmas in July. Yeah, I know, I'm getting a late start. Nothing new for me. So what I thought I would do is add more videos starting now until the end of July. That way I can show you more items that is coming out in the new mini catalog, and that comes out August 3rd. So for tonight, I'm going to show you how to make a stocking stuffer. And I'm using some dies that are returning favorites. I'm Joan Heberlein, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I produce this video for YouTube in the Joan Simple Papercrafts channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited to meet you, and if you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss a video when I post at least once a week. Give me a second to turn the camera around so we can get started. Here we have it. This is a small box I made to hold tea lights, and it's made with the designer series paper is from the Warming Hearts. That is a returning product in the mini catalog. And then we have our Poinsettia dies on here as well, using the gold foil. So I made that one ahead of time, and now I'm going to go through and make another one using, so this is what we're going to make using the acetate. And then we also have, I used some scraps of silver to cut out the snowflakes. And the snowflakes are from the Snowflake Wishes. Actually, the So Many Dies snowflake dies. So, and I already cut those out. I'll just leave them here. So what we need is a 7.5 by 5.5 piece of acetate, and we're going to set it on here on the long side, and we'll start with a score mark at a 1/2 inch. And because it's acetate, you got to really push hard, so I probably do it in a couple passes rather than trying to get it all at once. So that's the 1/2 inch. And then we need 1 3/8. One 3/8, then 6 1/8. And again at 7. Then we turn it 90 degrees. So it should be the shorter size. And then we're going to score again at 1/2 inch. And then 1 1/4, I think. No, 1 3/8. One 3/8, and then again at 3. And 3 7/8. Ideally, we should be done with this board now, so I'm just going to set it aside. And we want to fold all of these on the score lines. So I am just going to start folding these back, and I'll do the inner line first. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to be trying not, doesn't want to fold. So you're going to have to kind of coax it along. And I will just do a couple of these in real time, and then I will speed it up. And I just wanted to get this down very crisp like. I'm going to actually do it both ways. It'll help me when I'm trying to trim a little bit later and then folding the edges in. And I'm just going back and putting it back the way we want it to be folded permanently. Do the same thing on this side. So I'm just folding it there, and then I'll fold it over on the other side. So let me go ahead and speed this up. Okay, I have that all folded. So now what we want to do is trim it down. So when we trim it, we need it to, let me get these edges here. This way, I believe. So we're going to trim off, there's this long square here. We're going to trim off that on both ends. And I'm going to trim off this rectangle and this rectangle. And this right side here. And we'll do the same thing right here. And then I'm just going to trim off this rectangle, this tiny one right here. And the same thing here. same thing on this side. So I'm going to take off this long rectangle here. It's actually two rectangles. The square and the rectangle are going. And the rectangle, and then this comes out as well. And the same thing on the other side. Not probably doing a very good job at describing this. So, let me put it this way. And so what I need to do next is I need to go in and trim these in. And so I'm going to clip it straight first here. And then I'm just going to trim this in toward the point. And that'll help make it close easier. And I'll do the same thing on this side. And then flip it over and do the same thing on the opposite side. So go straight in and then trim the outer one to the point. So it's just a sliver. See? Not very much. I don't know if you can tell on there. Probably can't tell on my skin. Let me see there. And I think I still have one more to do. This one right here. So next what we want to do is we want to put some acetate, or some tear and tape on the inside right here, along right here. Because then we'll fold this down, and I am just going to use a bone folder again just to make sure we got that down really good. Because we'll put the tear and tape on there, and we'll just put it right down. That should be all we need to do. Find my tear and tape. And I am going to put it on this piece right here. Take my Take Your Pick tool to peel the backing off the tape. And then I'm going to close it up, close the box up. So just going to close it down. I've got it slanted, so let's see if I can pull this off still. the acetate part. Okay, so let's get that back down there. So what was happening, it was getting kind of kittywampus, so it was coming up shorter on this end than it was down there. So now I've got it square again. So now if we just fold these in, I'm going to try and round my corners. I'm not sure if it'll work in here because there's not a lot of room. I mean, there's not a lot of card there, so I can't get it all the way up to the edge. But it did score it, so I can at least go along the line. See, the acetate is peeling away from the plastic. So maybe it's my fault I didn't pull this off from here. So we'll just put some more tear and tape on. We'll just throw that away because okay, so we're going to, let me finish rounding these corners before I get everything all nailed down. Not working right. The edges aren't folding tight enough to get in here. There we go. It's easier to see it on this side, so it's just basically scored it for me, and then I'm just trimming it. I don't know if it would do it easier if I had a bigger piece or not. So So again, we need that tear and tape. Let's do that back here. I'm going to try it on this side and see if it's a little bit easier to work with. I haven't worked with acetate before. Can you tell? Well, I've worked with it, like the windows clings, but this treated paper, trying to put folds in it and stuff, I haven't done that. So, and I'm just going to press that down with my bone holder, and then bring up the tape, paper backing. And then we'll bring that down. Try to get this lined up correctly. There we go. And then we're going to use our glue dots to put our snowflake together. And put a couple on. So now this is a little bit different from the other card, because the other card had, let me bring it up, or the other card, box had this window cut out, and that I cut out with the rectangle die, and if I could find it. And it's not in here, so it was this one right here. Well, I couldn't find the die. It's the one that goes right here. It fits this, cuts this hole out here. You can use any die. So if you have something else, go ahead and use that. But what I did is I had the designer series paper already glued down, and then I put the die on there, lined it up so that it was about the same distance from either edge, and cut it out. Then I went and got some clear window sheet and cut it about 1/4 of an inch to 3/8 of an inch wider than the hole here, because I wanted to use the tear and tape to attach that to the card, or to the box. I attached it to the box, and then we just used a piece of tear and tape to close up the box. It was that easy. So let me go ahead and put some die or tea lights in here. I got 3. I'm not sure what fragrance they are, but I like the color. I'm a purple fan, so there we got that. I hope you like this project as much as I do. I hope you'll give it a try. Now, if you have enjoyed today's video, would do me 2 favors. Click the thumbs up emoji, that means you like it. And would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me share my ideas with other crafters, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Before I go, I want to remind you of the specials going on right now. Designer Series paper sales, stock up and save. We all love gorgeous Designer Series paper, and during this incredible sale, you can enjoy 15% discount on the select papers from our annual catalog. Now is a great time to stock up and save on some of our most popular paper designs. Sale runs until August 2nd. The next two items aren't a current promotion, but I just wanted to tell you we have a mini catalog coming August 3rd, and that is the July to December mini catalog. It's your passport to stunning seasonal projects. It contains all the products you'll need to craft, create, and celebrate during Halloween, Christmas, and more. Are you ready to celebrate? Celebration is one of our biggest promotions of the year. Are you ready to celebrate? During the celebration, you can earn exclusive products for free. For every $50 you spend, you can add your pick of a celebration product to the cart at no additional cost. Sale runs August 3rd through September 30th. Mark your calendar. I'll be back live Wednesday, July 14th at 7 p.m. Central Time for something from the new catalog. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I look forward to next week. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe.